Welcome to Pen and Pad Podcast,
where we always encourage you to make the right choice,
to spend your time wisely,
and most importantly, take notes on life. It's your host, Ash Egg M's on. Yeah, what's good with everybody on this Friday?
Friday Club Pen and Pad, y'all.
Sheesh, I love being in this joint. What's going on, bro? You all right? Let's start with the dad.
Always, yeah.
You all right? There's some nice glasses. They match your shirt and your other shirt, you know.
The Pen and Pad, you know what I mean? The Pen and Pad gear.
Oh, I need to go shopping in that store whenever it's available.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's
I like
good
that.
with
I
you?
like that gray, man.
Oh, we almost got on the same color, bro. Oh no, bro!
What you think we are, Casey and JoJo, bro? What's going on? This one the plan, y'all.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Coordination.
Yo, yeah, this really wasn't planned.
I just
you know
peeped
what I'm
it
saying?
too. I didn't even realize it.
This like a mom dressing twins up to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Come on for picture day out this mug, though. No, it's good to see you again for another Friday.
You too, man. As always, you know.
And bro, did you tell them that we come out every morning at 7 a.m.?
That's right.
But it's another treat at 7 p.m. They can actually see us. Did I put up the binocular?
On the YouTube
Shit.
at 7 p.m.
For their viewing pleasures?
Absolutely.
Wait, let me hold on. I mean, can you say that? Does that sound too crazy? Because I say you can see us on YouTube for your viewing.
No rated X.
Yeah, that's yeah. You can just see us on YouTube. Yeah, that was too crazy.
It don't have to be pleasurable.
Viewing pleasures. Yeah, you just watch and enjoy. Take notes on life. You know how we do.
Absolutely. 7 to 7.
Weeks and
Friday.
we're on all major platforms. Please check us out.
Yeah.
Follow us on the gram, Facebook,
Yep.
Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe, share.
Online.
We appreciate all the love, man.
Absolutely.
All about building.
The website, www.penandpadpodcast.com.
Tell them one more again, bro. They ain't hearing you.
Penandpadpodcast.com.
Shit. They heard it. Dog. Cars are a nuisance, dog. This week, bro, you don't know how many times I had to keep taking my car to the shop, bro.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they get so expensive, like, and sometimes it's like little minor details.
It adds up.
Yeah, and like you said, it does add up. And sometimes we don't pay attention to them. Like, sometimes we may say, oh, it'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? It'll be cool. We don't have to address that right now with the car. If the engine's good, the transmission is good, we're okay. We could keep driving on it. Right? But what I didn't realize, sometimes it's the smallest thing that can destroy your whole car, bro.
Ooh, facts.
The smallest
Facts.
auto part
Thank you.
that you may need is a huge contributor to the whole car. You know what I'm saying? And I just, when me and my wife just kept taking our car to the shop, like, yo, what's wrong? Can we see what's wrong? What's going on, bro? The engine was cool. Like I said, the transmission was cool. Everything else was cool. But, bro, it was this one little piece that my car kept giving me a warning about.
Wow.
I mean, it looked like a Lego, bro.
Wow.
That joint was expensive. But it looked like a Lego, and my car kept making this noise. But we like, everything else seems good, and he told us
no
everything
check
else
engine
good,
like
but,
the major wasn't on, so he's like, we cool. Wow.
But I wanted to say that to say this, that even though it wasn't the major piece that many people think about, little purge valve.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
We didn't know what it was, but we haven't addressed it in the time or manner that we should have. Right? So we let that time go on, and over time it started to take toll on our car, which caused the ticking and stuff like that.
Started to affect other areas.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say. And if we would have let that thing go on longer with the research, And you know, just looking up on the internet about our car and the pieces and the parts that go together. If you ignore that purge valve over time, it can destroy your engine.
Sheesh. The one part of the car that
one small piece that you don't pay attention to. I never really heard of. I mean, I'm not into cars. Maybe a lot of people who are into cars and stuff like that, but I'm not really into cars. So I'm learning stuff along the way. But
right.
that one little piece
can affect pretty much the most important part, which is the engine.
And bro, and thank God.
Wow.
It's been years.
Wow.
Years, bro.
Wow.
But he kept us, the OG kept us stable to this point. He wanted to show me, listen, even though it was a small piece, address it, repair it, get it done, or else
in time
you will destroy the whole thing. Right? So we say that to go into our topic is repair or repeat.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, what we mean by that, bro? I gave you the little analogy, but what we mean by that,
that was a great analogy, actually, and it's so synonymous to life, man. Like you said, like that one small piece that either not knowing or not paying attention or just the negligence of can affect the most important part of the car, because that engine.
I might as well get another car, dog.
You know what I mean?
Or be like Fred Flintstone all on that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
And so I love that analogy, bro. And like you said, the name of the episode today is Repair and Repeat. So if that repeat.
My bad.
Absolutely. Repair or repeat. Because that's what happens. Like, that was dope because in life,
That's
life,
where we going with it,
you know what I'm saying? If we don't pay attention or acknowledge, and sometimes it's those small things that we suppress. It's those small things that we, out of like defense or survival mode, that we throw it in the back of our minds and we just try to keep going. At one point, it's going to surface.
God.
And it might be like in the sense of like in the car. Yep. What is that noise I'm hearing? But you ignore it.
The warning.
Warning here, warning there. This year. But eventually, if you don't repair that thing, not only can it destroy it, you know what I mean? You might have to repeat and go right back to the beginning. So that's what we
ground zero.
Ground zero.
That's what we talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Repair or repeat in life.
Absolutely.
And the first thing we want to talk about as far as repairing and repeating is the generations.
Ooh.
Right? These problems in our life didn't come from out the sky, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The flaws. The attributes that we acquire that we really don't want. The problems. The sin. It didn't come from out of nowhere.
Thank you.
It was passed down from generation to generation to generation. And we are here telling you on this episode that you can be the person to stop it. You can be the person to repair the whatever it is, the situation or problems or the strongholds in your life or your family's life. So the next generation won't have to worry about that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And like I think we said this before, man, a big part of it is in the generations we have what you call, familiar spirits, man. They take intel on your life. Right. They've been with you every step of the way.
Right.
Your alter ego, your people's alter ego.
Right.
And like the CIA of the freaking demonic world.
Yeah, the spiritual realm. Yeah.
They know everything about you. You can't outsmart them. You can't do nothing.
Right.
And like we said before, like, okay, you may have an urge to steal, or you're a thief, but you like, yo, where did this come from? My parent and your parents were like, yo, we weren't thieves. We didn't show you how to steal and stuff like that. But we don't pay attention to is, dang, maybe your dad, stay with me. Your dad's great grandfather was a notorious thief.
Yep.
And your dad's great grandfather passed it down to his son, which is your great grandfather, right? And he started stealing, becoming a notorious thief.
But I didn't know. But I can't. But like bro said, the spiritual realm can see it, and even though you can't see it, it's spiritual. It's in your DNA.
And you know what? And like you said earlier, with the passing it down, okay, the great grandfather passed it down to your father. But your father may know somewhat of the history or felt it, but he chose to ignore it. Right? So you automatically get that because it's like a skipping Uno. Oh, here's a problem? Shoot. Let's just sweep this under the rug for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So you automatically acquire that thief mentality.
There you go.
From your great grandfather. Let's give it up for your great grandfather. He was a thief. Let's give it up for your great grandfather, your father.
Right.
Because none of them addressed it. They just kept passing it down, sweeping it under the rug. They didn't think about the generations to come. Who knows what they was going through, their mind frame and stuff like that. But they didn't address it. So now you have the chance to actually address it and fix it for your generations to come.
Absolutely. You now have the chance in the moment, in the now, to either repair or repeat.
Shh. Bro, and it's like a house too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have problems and they may seem small, right? A big leak you can see. You'll be like, oh, we got to get this done ASAP because it's just flooding up the basement. But a little leak, some drops, you like, oh, we'll get that fixed later. Oh, next month, just put a bucket under that joint. We'll fix it. But over time, that thing will destroy your wood. Your wood becomes moldy, weak. And everybody that has houses, apartments, whatever, you know, water damage is one of the most vicious.
Silently creep on. They do a lot of damage, but like it may not be as ferocious as you know.
But it's so subtle, man.
Subtle.
It's so subtle. Yep. You know, but what we were saying is those water droplets will eventually tear down your structure. And that's the same thing with not repairing the trouble or the bad attributes that you require, the problems you go through in your life and stuff like that. Without you're not paying attention, you're gonna repeat the same process in your life in the generation. Like, you just keeping it going.
And I'm so glad you went there, bro, because that made me think about how, because of where we at as a whole as a society, just like the water. Just like the water, people were like, it's just a drip. I'll get to it. This can't be that bad. Unfortunately, bro, this is just the truth right now. People also think about that about the spiritual realm. That's spiritual. Shit. I can't, right? But this is the thing, like the analogy you gave earlier. It's going to affect other parts. So you might be someone who'd be like, the spiritual, I don't want to hear that spiritual, right? Okay, cool. But scientists are even discovering now that, for a while now, something called epigenetics.
I never heard of that. Only epis I heard of was Haitians, all the joints, vegetables blend together. No, that's
epis.
Epis. Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Pen and pad episode.
But go ahead. Sorry, brother.
But like you said, and like the analogy, that's why the analogy was so dope earlier. If you ignore that, it's going to affect other places. So you be like, all right, cool. I don't want to hear that spiritual. Okay, cool. But eventually, it's going to affect your DNA physically. God. And what epigenetics is like, it's pretty much like trauma, especially in our community. like let's speak for our community and what's going on right now. Traumas that we experience enslaved when we were slaves, it's actually certain traumas made markers in our DNA for survival. So you can be like, okay, I don't want to hear that, but just like the car is going to affect the engine. And the engine being this temple that we are, this physical, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just had to.
Jeez, bro.
At any angle you look at it, you gotta repair. You know what I mean?
Golly, bro, what you doing, man? You got this.
You lit the match, man.
The ippies and eppies episodes, everything was just seasoned so well just now.
Pad dinner?
No, that was love, man. And I feel like analogies help paint pictures for people. Because sometimes you can give somebody, all the facts, but if you paint a simple picture,
there you go.
You know, without all the big words and talking down to people, trying to be so philosophical.
Right.
Some things are just simple.
Thank you.
Just say it simply, so people understand.
Makes it simple.
Exactly. Don't make everything so complicated. It don't have to be.
Thank you.
We complicate too much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. And like we always say, who's the author of confusion? Not the OG.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop,
bro.
Let's repair that so we don't keep repeating the same confusing tactics.
Thank you.
Okay, listen. All right. Listen. If you see a tree, just call it a tree. Just call it what it is.
Simplicity, man.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to challenge somebody how you know that's a tree. It may just be a big plant. Like, no, that's the big strong plant, not a tree. No, it's a tree. Bro. No, it's not. It's always somebody that gotta try to be philosophical,
right? Because
of the voids and insecurities in their life. Right, so they constantly have to prove themselves. Something they didn't repair that was passed down to them.
There you go.
Just call it what it is, dog. We don't have to make everything so confusing. Water is water. Wind is wind. Bread is bread, a potato is a potato, a dog is a dog, a tiger is a tiger, a lion is a lion, a liger is a liger. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We don't have to challenge everything. We keep repeating this cycle of confusion, dog.
Same cycle.
Just because you want to change it, don't mean you have to try to change everybody else's persona. Keep that to yourself.
And say that again. Just because who want to change it?
You.
Just because you want to change it doesn't mean that it's the truth and the simplicity of the matter. That's your agenda. You know what I mean?
Go there,
Me
bro.
wanting to change something that's already
your
simply
agenda.
Put the OG God, this is this is that, right? But my own agenda, my own insecurities, my own things that, once again, that weren't repaired. So now, so that I can feel comfortable because I didn't repair it, let me change it. Because I don't want to repair it. I'd rather try to change it. Let's change the narrative. Let's change it to make it, so I can feel comfortable with it. But what about everyone? You know what I'm saying? So just because you try to change it for your narrative,
that's selfish.
There you go, perfect word. You selfishly want to change it so you can feel comfortable. But it still needs to be repaired.
And just because, like you said, I want to change it, so I need validation. I need people to agree with me. I need people on my side to support me. Why?
Right.
That comes from a void.
Exactly. And yes, you will attract those same people that's dealing with that same void. You'll attract that, but it's not going to change the fact
ducks hang with ducks. Birds of a feather flock together. Dogs hang with dogs.
Right.
You are who you attract.
Absolutely.
So you put that out there. You're going to attract that, and in turn, you just got a whole bunch of people who ain't repairing. They just repeat the same thing, making it bigger. Come on,
absolutely, bro.
Just call it what it is. But anywho, let's get back to our generation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Us
why y'all
irritated?
Don't make it mad, nah.
Bro, how you spell irritated? Because I forgot.
Irritated.
If I'd have had this bull on my side, I would have failed every grade possible. You know what I'm saying? But no, those some good points, man. But just with the generations, man, you could be the one to break down these strongholds.
Absolutely.
Or even if they're too strong for you to break down, listen, you need a higher source. Call on God.
Yep.
Jesus, the higher power.
Yep.
To help you. And sometimes those strongholds
Tell them, bro.
have been in your generation for so long that you're not going to break it down all in one tick.
That's why they call it a stronghold. It's strong now.
Thank you, bro. You think me with one axe would break down a tree that's been there for 350 years, or what? I have to go out and get more people, a company to help me tear that down.
Right, with my little knife.
Yeah. Sometimes things we want that instant gratification, right? Sometimes it may happen like that. Depends on what the OG wants. But sometimes you just may be the person to plant the seed.
There you go, bro.
Or put a temporary stop on that leak.
There you go, playing your part in the healing process.
Exactly. Say that one more time.
Playing your part in the healing process.
Exactly.
We all play your part.
Playing your role.
There you go.
Right? The blueprint. You may be the one to draw up the map for somebody else that knows how to repair this. And then maybe somebody else that know how to repair that. You may get lucky and have a handyman and not do everything in your family.
Right.
But play your part. If you recognize those troubles and those sins, they just keep getting passed down from generation to generation, whether it be anger, insecurities, theft, sexual deviance, and murders, whatever it may be.
Pick your sin,
if you
whatever it is.
recognize that, address it.
Absolutely.
Address it. Warn somebody else about it. I mean, tell somebody else about it. If you can't do it, get somebody to help you.
There you go.
Not everybody's gonna be on the same page. Sometimes I think we be like, hey, let's get everybody together, but everybody doesn't have the same mind.
Right.
I know we want to sing Kumbaya, but
that's just not the reality.
That's just not the reality. You know what I'm saying? But you will have some like-minded people. The OG will put resources and stuff in your path to take care of that.
And what's dope is when you take the initiative to actually act on it, that's when you'll find out and be able to filter. Because like you said, it's not kumbaya. It's not going to be everybody. But the only way you're going to be able to track and find out who is on this is you got to start on the journey and the path and take the initiative. So to just go along with what you're saying, like the only way to action, because some people are like, all right, then it'll come to me. No, you actually have to take action and then attract that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, thank you. And that's all it is with the generations.
Yep.
It's just people not repairing whatever it may be, and the cycle repeats itself. Yep. How many times have you heard, dang, you just like your dad. You just like your grandma. Right. You just like your mom. You just like your grandmother.
Right.
It's that's just not a saying, bro. It's
the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Yep.
Dog, it's being passed down, dog. Recognize it.
Tell them, bro.
Repair it so the cycle will not repeat. Change up your generation's legacy, man.
You know, word legacy.
The devil is meant to destroy all of us, dog.
That's actually his old agenda.
Yeah. Still kill and destroy.
That's it.
0 point blank, period.
And the sad part is a lot of people don't know that or want to believe that. But that's actually this whole thing we living out. That's the war. You know what I mean? But some people are like, no, okay. But whether you want to or not, if you're in war and you don't want to gear up or not, the bombs are still going to drop.
Shit.
If you don't want to gear up or not, it's still going to be bullets flying over your head. Sheesh. Now, you might get, I don't believe in luck, but you might be, it might miss you this time. But why put yourself at that risk? Put on that helmet. Put on that gear. Accept the fact that you're in a war so you can be ready and prep yourself so you can win the war in the small battles. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you always lighting the match, bro. Why you always lighting the match, man?
Bro, I ain't like the match. I think you had your own lighter. You dig what I'm saying? No, that's love. So repair, repeat these generations, man.
Tell them, bro.
Be the one to stop it.
Tell them.
Be the one to stop it.
Yes.
And it's going to be uncomfortable. And sometimes it may drive you crazy some things you know about, some things may surprise you, and so on and so forth. But you know what? Step up and take on the task. Right? Have some willingness for your. Think about the future. Think about your future generations and stuff like that. Your legacy, your family's legacy. Because when you're far gone, why put the burden on somebody else's shoulders?
There you go.
If you have the opportunity to pick it up,
right?
Stop being lazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pick it up. Instead of passing it on to somebody else, and they pass it down to somebody else, and you know what I mean. And you know what, bro? Another thing with the generations and the tactics of the evil realm, it's almost like the devil gives each generation a gun. You know what I'm saying? Hey, pass this down. Put it to your generation's head and blow your brains out. Right? It's cool. It's awesome. It's peaceful. So on and so forth. Okay, you're dead. Your generation's dead. Now, oh, hey, you're still alive. How about you take it for your generation, put it to your head, and blow your generation's brains out?
It's still some more bullets in there.
Yeah.
Your dad used this bullet. It was called anger.
Wow.
Your dad used this bullet. It was called lust. Your dad used this bullet. It was called murder. His dad used this. You know what I'm saying? It's just plenty of bullets. Pick one.
Go ahead. So you be the person to say, nah, unload that generational gun. Put it away, man.
There you go.
Put it away.
Right.
You know, don't keep passing on.
Right.
It may seem, because a lot of people are like, no, I'm not, they ain't like my business. Then ain't my business people be the ones that be crying first.
Oh.
Why do things just keep happening? Why me?
The victim
Why
mindset.
us? Why them?
Right.
Because it's a whole bunch of generations not repairing, and they keep repeating the processes and then clashing with one another. And it's a whole bunch of just mess, like sinful mess.
Chaos, yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Catastrophes.
Not organized chaos.
Right. And then you want to look at the OG. Why is this happening? Because we have the tools to repair and we're not repairing.
Blaming the wrong person.
If you're not fixing your foundation with the tools you're given, don't cry when your house collapses.
There you go. There you go, bro.
Oh, it's your fault. And I ain't God. I'm going somewhere else. You had the time and the tools, and the blueprint. How's it not the OG fault?
Right. And then people complain, well, I did it. You got the free will, the choice. Because people like to complain, well, I don't want to go that route because I feel, you got, pick one. Make a choice. Choose your time wisely. Make a choice. No one's
Take notes on life.
Yeah. No one's forcing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why, when you actually are granted and gifted that free will and the ability to make your own choice, when it doesn't go your way, well, you should have told me.
Yeah.
Why did you? Come on, y'all.
That victimhood, that victim mindset.
There you go. That word, victim. Victim mindset.
Come on, man. If you have an opportunity to change something, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You're breathing. Do it.
Sheesh. So with the generations, this is why everything that's occurring in the world is occurring, because there's a lot of people with tools that did not want to repair their family's generations, and they just kept passing the trouble down and down. They passed the hate down.
Tell them.
You know what I mean? From generation to generation, the hate gets stronger and stronger, because the more you pass it down, the stronger the problem gets.
There you go. There you go.
I'm gonna just look at this camera. Wait, which camera is mine? You know what I'm saying? But anywho, man, let's go to personal. You know, repair, repeat, personal. What's up with that, bro?
Man,
what's in that realm?
I like this realm because I feel like just like it continues on, continuing on from the generational. Right. Now we make the choice to put down the gun, like you said, and pick up the sword. You're gonna put, now this is where you put down the gun, and if you choose, pick up the sword, the OG sword, because it's still a war, right? So now you have the chance, as someone who's now conscious, as an adult, you know, to now even if the people around you don't want to. Like bro said, you can be that one person to spark that change in your family, in your surroundings, in your area. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So like the personal joint, now this is where you bury that victim mindset. And like we said in a couple episodes behind, we talked about that self-accountability. You take that self-accountability and now you apply it, put the action behind it. Because with the personal joint, now with the choices you make, you can change the past as far as, well, let me say not change the past, but now you can learn from the past.
Thank you.
And correct the future. And now your legacy, now you breaking those cycles. This is not gonna continue with my son or daughter. It's not gonna continue with my great grandkids. So the personal joint, after acknowledging the generational joint, that's like the awareness. Because the OG say my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Now you have the knowledge.
Absolutely.
Okay, you got the knowledge.
Absolutely.
Now, let's face it. And it always starts with you. So I like the personal joint just starting off because this is where you don't have to accept the lies. You don't have to, you eliminate the victim mindset. And even if it's you, it's hard. It starts with you. So the personal, just starting off, you know?
Yeah, and personal, man. That's why it's so important to spend some time with yourself, man, and really do some research on your family's history.
Yep.
Or just your life period. Like get to know your ins and outs.
Absolutely.
Of yourself.
The good and the bad.
Tap into those dark places.
Yeah.
And they are scary.
Right.
They're very intimidating. And it's the unknown. Right. But the dark places is where you have to go sometimes to repair.
Ooh, and when
the dark places, you gotta go down in the basement
there
and
you
bring
go.
the light bulb.
When you said it, that's exactly what I was like. I thought of Home Alone,
light of mine. Oh, sorry, y'all.
Them breakers, you know what I'm saying? Them water source. It's usually where in that dark, damp basement that we be scared to go down. So you can choose to stay up there and let the house flood. You can choose to stay up there and not switch the breaker. Okay, you're not gonna turn the lights back on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But bro with the bars.
Bro, no, you going somewhere else, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, but personal. Oh, dang.
The passion.
That was personal, right? So what I'm gonna do? I mean, the spit droplets flew all over our roadcaster on our light. I'm gonna repair it by.
There you go.
Swallowing the spit and then getting to it. Hey, yo, my bad. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the personal, bro. Getting to know yourself, getting to that root, man. Everything starts with the root. Once you find the root, and it does take time. Because not everybody has the same starting point. But be willing to find the root and you'll find everything you need to know once you dig up that root.
Absolutely.
It's nothing below the root.
Right. Right.
The root starts everything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to find another tree under the root, nah. It's the root, man.
Tell them.
Right? We always say focus on the root of the problem, not the branches. Branches grow back. But if you dig up that root,
Exactly.
Bit bat boop, it's gone. and bro, you mentioned something about, the past, present, and future. And I remember us talking, and you told me the other day. What'd you say? Depression is from the past. Anxiety is from.
Yeah, I read this before, and it was dope. I forget who said it, but I always loved this and always resonated with me. And it was facts. It was truth. Depression is worrying about the past. Ooh. And I'm paraphrasing. And anxiety. Anxiety is worrying about the future. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and I love that, man, because I want to. We talking about the past, repair, repeat. Listen, the past doesn't want you, dog.
Oh, buddy.
The past doesn't want you. It doesn't need you. You can't change anything.
Keep it moving. The now.
You can't repair What can you repair in the past? It's already happened.
It's already happened.
Everything is already done. That's why we're here in the future.
Exactly.
I mean, not the future.
We're here in the present, you know, and prep and fixing the future. Back to the future.
Thank you. Right? So you can't repair anything in the past, but you can repair in the present so it doesn't repeat in the future.
There you go.
Right? You have the opportune time now. That's why it's called present.
Is it a gift?
It is a gift. Because
like
we're in the
that.
now and you can fix things.
Nice.
It's given to you. You're given time in this wealth, the time of wealth, to fix, research, dig up the root, repair any problems, and just have the willingness to step up and be a leader for your generation, for your family, and change your course of history.
So would you say is it best? It would be the best of your interest to choose your time wisely.
Yes.
Oh.
And take notes on life.
Shameless plug.
Oh, yeah, that was a you know what I'm saying? So the personal, what we saying repair and repeat is we're all living in the present.
Yep.
And we have to become more accountable and have the willingness to be selfless
There you go.
for the future generations or our families to repair these. It may be minor, but minors can turn into majors.
Right.
And the majors we see,
Right.
stop turning the other way and be like, oh no, that's just not me. Like, oh well, somebody else will deal with it. That's just not my lane.
Yes.
That's not what I do. I'm sticking to myself. I'm living. Come on, dog. Step up.
Right. Right.
Step up and repair that thing.
Right.
Or else, you know how the cycle goes. We're in the present, then you become the past. And the future that you was supposed to get things prepared for becomes the present. Right? And then you pass it on to the present again. And they don't know what to do for the future. So the cycle just continues.
Vicious cycle.
Cycle just continues. So personally, we all have a job to do. Step up, repair whatever it is, whatever you identify,
selfless.
whatever you're tired of happening to you and your family. Step up, get with a few other people, and see how you can repair that.
Yep.
Personally. You digging them, son.
Tell them, bro. You know? And you said a dope word in there. You said selfish. And that is a lot why this continues. We have to be selfless. Why? Because love is selfless. You know what I'm saying? And in order to repair,
Right.
there has to be a great amount and doses of love in there to repair.
Facts,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Because we all know the opposite of that, where that's from, and that's why the cycles continue.
Right.
But yeah, God, let's stop being selfish. You know what I mean? There's a time when we gotta be selfless, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Think about the future. We're living in the now, but I feel like it's irresponsible to be living in the now and creating futures, kids, with no intention of repairing. You know what I'm saying? That's irresponsible to be. I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So let's not be selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing to
said
it. You heard what P said. You heard what Pudge said.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? My fault for the sniffling. I think, this might be the fan, bro. Do I sound stuffed up? I feel like I'm talking like this. You know, everybody, you can't repair or repeat, because I can't smell,
I
bro.
thought I was the one that allergies, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff out. I don't know. I leave the AC on so high, like.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Summer cold was
So
sleeping
now
under the fan.
I'm talking like this from there on. No, getting back to it, we talked about the generations and repairing and repeating. We talking about the personal, and we want to get into relationships now. Repair or repeat. Repair or repeat your relationship. How many times have we seen this?
Man.
In friendships,
Yep.
in loving relationships,
Yep.
in marriages,
Yep.
in business relationships.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where you go, and it ties into personal. Doesn't matter where you go, where you move to, how you try to dress yourself up differently, you're still bringing the same old you if you don't repair yourself.
Right.
I can move to Atlanta right now. I have a whole bunch of trouble in Philly and stuff like that, but I'm still bringing the same old Ike.
Right. I'm gonna go restart without restarting self first.
You're coming with you.
Exactly.
Nothing's gonna change. You're just gonna create the same thing down there.
Right. So initially you'd be like, oh yeah, see, this is different. Then after a while I was like, damn, I had someone in my camp like you in Philly.
Thank you.
Why is this happening again?
You are who you attract, dog.
Another relation. Why I keep attracting the same?
Go in on that, man. Go in on that right there, man. We see it all the time.
All the time.
I just keep attracting the same dude. I don't know why
They're reflecting, and you're attracted something in you.
Oh boy.
That makes you attract.
Not that small leak. Not the crack in the pipe.
That little. I'll get that later. But yeah, bro. Gotta repair that joint. You don't matter. You can, and we call that running away from it, ignoring it, suppressing, like you said. It's gonna appear, and and every time it appears, and this is from my experience and just observation too. Like it appears, and it might be the same thing, but it seems to always be a little worse because that leak, like, damn, what's that water down there? Because the water's a little higher now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the more you ignore it, the closer it's getting to like really. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Bro. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, we try to suppress it, we try to hide it. Then people come into our life. Yo, I hear dripping. Is that a leak? No, don't mind that. It's just a little something.
What, that leak?
I don't hear that.
What you talking about?
Exactly.
Trying to talk loud so you can't hear it.
Distraction.
Right.
Deflection. You know what I'm saying?
What leak?
What? And then when the person says, yo, you need to get that repaired. What? You need to get your focus on your own life. You need to get your own stuff repaired. Don't be coming in here talking about my stuff, blah, blah. No, I'm just saying, like, it would help. I got a couple. No, I don't need your help. Bye, boo, boop, bop, bit.
Bro, why you telling me like
kicking
that?
people out of your life because they are hitting that sore spot, that insecurity.
Making it known.
Making you accountable.
Is it triggering you? So maybe you're being triggered so that you don't have to actually pull the trigger.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely facts, bro.
Yeah, bro. You're still bringing the same old you within any relationship, anywhere you go. Yep. If you don't repair yourself, that's why I like kind of personal. Personal and you and relationships kind of ties in together because it starts with the root, which is you. Anywhere you go, anything you do, don't matter. You're coming with you anyway. So you're gonna have the same thing. If you have insecurities in your love relationship, you're gonna have insecurities in your business relationship.
Tell them. It all transpires. It all trickles
it's
into
some things,
each other.
some skills you may acquire that may hide that, but eventually you'll bleed through.
Right. Great
your
point.
Love relationship, your friendships, your business relationships, any relationship. If you don't fix that insecurity right then and there, eventually it's gonna bleed through.
There you go.
Eventually, you can't hide that forever. You know how somebody walk into the room and you be like, wow, something up. Like, is he okay? Like, something feel off. You can feel that. It's starting to bleed through because they suppressed it or tried to hide it or overcome with their skills for so long, but that is not working no more.
Right. And that might work for some people. And for some people, like, it actually might work as far as the hiding. But there's always going to be people that's going to see right through it anyway. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's those people that, you know, you get upset when they come around. And sometimes the guy bring them around like, that leak, like you said earlier, that leak out here. What? And the cycle continues. But I'm glad you said something earlier. You said business, and I'm glad you said that because a lot of people be like, well, I'm just about my business. I'm gonna stay cool. But it's going to showcase in your business. The fruits of your business.
Oh boy.
It's still, those are relationships. Yeah, it may not be as emotionally involved because it's business, but still. I feel like just from studying, we study entrepreneurs, creatives, and just, we love people and just study life in general and study the greats. And what I've seen, a correlation that I've seen, the best businesses are the ones that got good relationships. At the core. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not that, a love relationship, it may not be fame, but the best businesses usually have a family culture.
Yeah. A structure.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm glad you said businesses, because some people would like to be like, well, I don't care about all that. I'm just about my bread, I'm about my business. Even there.
It's all about relationships.
Absolutely, man.
Repair yourself. Because you know what's wrong with you. We just choose to ignore it. Even if you don't know exactly what's wrong, something's up.
Something's off.
Find out, go to the root, repair. Do whatever you got to do. Pray. Ask your mom, ask your counselor, therapist, anybody. Repair that mental health, repair your spiritual life, man. Repair all your relationships, man. A lot of people like burning those bridges, dog.
Like we said back in season
I don't
one.
know how to fix this, so I'm going to destroy it. That seems like the easy bet. We just destroy it because I don't know how to fix it. And I'm getting frustrated. So I'm going to burn my bridge. Now you can never go back across again.
Right. I was about to say, now you like 10 years, 20 years later, and you Google Maps and you MapQuest, whatever you do, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm going here. Who burnt this bridge? Getting pissed, pointing fingers, victim. Who forgot that you burnt it? Yourself.
Self-accountability, dog. Repair, repeat. You think I'm saying?
Bars.
And last but not least, man, repair, repeat these dreams. Let's get back to the dreams and your passion and your craft.
Yeah, all the
and that even, I think this even ties in with the generation, right?
It does, actually.
Your pop or your mom may have had a dream of music, of acting, of singing, fixing cars, whatever it may be. But something may have happened in their life. They got down on themselves, priorities, whatever it may have been. And they may have just given up and they didn't want to persevere anymore. And now once your gifts are being passed down. Right. It's through the DNA, through the OG. They pass it down to their kids. Kids like, oh, I got this talent. It's so effortless. But it's more than talent, it's hard work.
There you go.
And if they pass up that giving up spirit, that giving up mentality, selfish mentality, doing it all yourself mentality, just passing you down a destructive mentality, bro. And if you don't recognize that and fix it ASAP, you're gonna be the most famous local there is. Your dream will stop. Your dream will stop right there. People down the block will know you, around the hood, wherever. But if you don't push forward to that unknown territory, repair whatever happened in the past, try something different. Try a different how I'm going to get there. Try a different why I want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Different tactics, bro.
Right.
But if you let it go unrepaired, it's going to repeat itself. Even in the dreams and in the crafts, bro.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true, bro. And I'm glad you said that because, like you said, it may even be in a form of working out. Anyone that works out, that term plateauing. Oh yeah, here we go again. Yeah. And it evens out. Same thing every time. Because we're not pushing through and persevering through that fear, through that, all the things that you just mentioned. You know what I mean? And like you said, that's dope because it's very prevalent in dreams and families because it's like generations, and this is why it does child to generations, our mindset individually and as a unit, we build on this all the time. It's like, and we was just talking about this earlier, we want to see it should get better and better. Like I want to see my kid and my grandson and my great I want them to be better than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Generate, because it's now this is generational blessings. You know what I mean? But if we don't attack those roots, repair, things is just gonna repeat itself and plateau. Y'all might reach this certain thing every time, but it's gonna be like, okay, here it go again, and then. And what's dangerous about that? That's not God, the OG's will for us.
Tell them, bro.
That's the enemy wants us to plateau.
Tell them what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that purpose. This is where we, you know what I'm saying? This is where we start tapping into your calling and purpose. Because the OG's will and purpose for us is for us to, you know what I'm saying? His work, like, it's limitless. You know what I'm saying? It's abundant. It's greatness. You know what I'm saying? So that greatness you tap into.
Tappy.
Not the illusion of greatness that we see a lot of that. We ain't talking about the illusion of greatness.
We don't want no trickery here.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about true greatness, which is purpose living. Living out your actual purpose while you're here and learning what you're supposed to learn while you're here.
Thank you.
In this school of life.
Thank you.
That's what we need. That's what we want. But the opposite force, the enemy wants to be like, okay, cool. He'll give you the illusion of purpose so that you can, here, smoke screens. There you go. And then what happens is we like, oh, cool. And then we get comfortable, settle, plateau.
Oh, complacent.
Yep. And then you do some things because you know you still operating a little bit in it. But then it's not what the OG had planned for you though. His will for you. And that's for me, that's my goal. Cause I know he knows me better than I know myself.
Absolutely. Trust
that
him.
He's the source of love. So
Trust him.
He obviously sees things and wants things for me that I can't even see for myself. So I'm gonna stick on that path because that means if I do, I'm gonna execute and do things that is greater than me. Shh. And I'm gonna leave it at there because bro, it's the spark the match.
He left it. He left it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was dope, bro. And then I like that because you know we know each other, and I know your personal journey, and I know you want to, you know, strive for better, for greater. You recognize, you know, the holes and voids in your life and your family's life, and you take an action and you want to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is dope. You don't want to be comfortable. Never been that type dude, or just being complacent just because I guess this is a nice job. This is a comfortable job, and got a comfortable house and a comfortable car.
Right.
Oh, listen, and we say this too. Just because it's comfortable don't mean it's safe.
Oh, tell them, bro.
Just because it's comfortable don't mean it's safe, dog. Hey, I could sleep on
that hard truth.
I could sleep in a comfortable bed, in a cozy room, but the rest of my house is on fire.
Great analogy, bro. Great analogy.
Just because it's comfortable don't mean it's safe. Right? You look at where you are. Oh, this is cool. But around you is burning up, and eventually you're gonna burn up too. It's only a matter of time.
And you get so comfortable that you say, I hear that crackling from the fire, breaking up the wood. I smell that smoke. I hear people yelling and screaming.
Shit.
But it didn't get to my room yet.
It ain't me.
It ain't.
Right.
Once again, that word selfish.
Yeah. Oh well. Let me go back to sleep.
Why you do that?
No, you did it, bro. You did that. So I'm blaming it on
Great
you.
analogy, man.
I'm not being accountable right now. I'm blaming it on him. You know what I'm saying?
Point both heads, both things.
But yeah, that's another, you know, that was the episode Repair and Repeat, man.
Yes,
repair
sir.
those generations.
Yes, sir.
Repair you personally.
Starts
repair
with
your
you.
relationships in life. Repair your dreams, passions, and crafts.
Tell them.
Be great. Don't be comfortable. Don't repeat the vicious cycle that you hate, man. Change your course, change your path.
Yes. And I'm glad I'm on this journey with my bro because
I wouldn't survive without you, dog.
Like mine, like we said, you attract that, and you know, we, like you said, you was describing that, and that's one of the reasons we connect, because since we met, it's like, nah, it's something bigger for us. And we've been on this journey ever since, you know what I'm saying, since college. So yeah, shout out to my bro.
It's definitely dap up time, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, man. Repair, repeat, dog. Either repair it, see it, and repair it, or repeat the cycle. Point blank, period.
Sir.
But you know what time it is, man. It's scenarios.
Here we go.
Oh man, hey bro, man, it's a hot summer afternoon. and you're like, dang, dog, it's super hot. Let's go to the pool. The pool's open, man. And the pool is everybody's in the pool. Kids, adults, old people, so on and so forth. So you get your
I got my noodle.
Huh?
I got my noodle.
What's the noodle? Bro, you too big to have a noodle.
I'm too big for a noodle?
Come on, dog. That's all extra for a noodle, bro. You're home. What you gonna be floating to the drink? Like, come on, man.
I can't. What if I get 3 of them, bro?
Hey, yo, no, I don't want you grabbing anyone's 3 noodles.
You shouldn't be grabbing noodles.
But you put your swim trunks on. I'm saying the pool is crowded.
Okay.
Right? And you know what happens in pools. You already know.
You tell me. I mean, that
fluids floating around.
I don't want to make it to the.
Yeah, the pee.
I'm gonna just do it right here, joint.
Yeah. I don't want to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna just whissy wig all in this joint.
The grown-ups joint. Right. Hopefully the pool don't turn blue.
You chilling, and all of a sudden, right? You start smelling alcohol.
Oh.
You're like, yo, what the heck is that? And you look down, and the whole pool turned into whiskey.
To whiskey?
To whiskey.
Sheesh. So that alcohol. I thought he was rubbing alcohol.
The whole pool turns into whiskey.
That's a lot of whiskey.
With everybody in it. Would you drink the whiskey pool water?
Scenarios, here we go.
What would you do, bro? I mean,
so how many people is like in the immediate proximity or close to me? Like
5. It's the good whiskey you like too.
Oh snap!
Would you drink it?
I'm gonna be like, everybody get out. Get out the pool.
It's already pee in the pool.
I gotta take at least 6 shots before I took.
Bro, but it's pee in there too. Spit.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Yeah, see, boy, nasty.
I forgot about them. And they're the same color too.
You gonna drink pea flavored whiskey?
Well, it shouldn't be the same color if you drink enough water.
It's called wispy.
Wispy. Yo, I just had 6 shots of wispy, yo. Oh man, he got me.
That's disgusting. I got him on that, John. That's scenarios. Here we go. You already know this has been another great episode of Pen and Pad Podcast. Your host Ash and Ick. Every Friday morning at 7 a.m. for your audio pleasures. Every 7 p.m. for your viewing pleasures. I did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? On all platforms, YouTube, log on. What's our website, Brody, bro?
www.penandpadpodcast.com, fam.
All right,
Hit us up.
And we're on all platforms, like we said, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you need to go. Your aunt's place. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, man, I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. It's been another episode.
Enjoy the weekend.
You know what I'm saying? Take notes on life.
Love.
This has been another great episode of Pen and Pad Podcast, where we always encourage you to make the right choice.
Spend your time wisely, and most importantly,
take notes.